When I started on the UCL Masters course, it was the first one, and I desperately wanted to have some kind of integrity, some kind of background, because there were very few women in FM at the time. I hadn't done any kind of studying since I'd left school because I'd been involved in being a cleaner and working for McDonald's, so I'd really struggled and come up the hard way, and I wanted to have something which would give me some credibility in the profession. Everything changed for me when I'd done my master's degree. I was headhunted by 5 different companies in those days, and I doubled my salary overnight because I went from the public sector to the private sector, and I got a fantastic deal. But it wasn't just about that. It was all about my ability to be able to make a contribution to the FM profession, which I have done, hopefully. And it's about my ability now to be measured, to have some gravitas, to think differently about resolving problems and just seeking different ways of working and looking at what the issues are and trying to project forward to how are things going to be different. All of that I would not have had without the master's degree, because it just opens your mind to a different way of thinking. It's not like the training. Training qualifications are really good, really helpful, but a master's course takes you to another level, takes you to another dimension.
What was fantastic about it was that we actually got to meet on a weekly basis, so we got to interact with all the other people that were there, and you had people from different backgrounds, from public sector, private sector, in-house side, client side, outsourced side, and that sort of thing. And it was great to get all the different views. I think doing the Masters has really given me a confidence to speak strategically about issues, and certainly to approach high-level senior people to discuss things like sustainability, things like workplace management, asset management, that sort of thing. And it's really given me an academic confidence to be able to complete studies of staff within buildings and strategically analyse that and use mathematical formulas to be able to analyse the information that we have, that allows me to put things together that can go to the board, that can be assessed by board level people and actually think, yes, these ideas that are being put forward are academically sound and they will make a fantastic difference to our business. So really it's about strategy and it's about confidence, and I couldn't have done it without the UCL course.
The impact for me was significant. It gave me confidence, it gave me a framework, it enhanced the knowledge I already had and built on that. I couldn't have managed without it. It was really a fast track into the FM industry, because here was a course where my fellow students were very knowledgeable from all different industries, different backgrounds. It gave me an immediate network of colleagues and friends and support network. And also, you know, the university itself has its own framework, FM Exchange. So it fast-tracked me really into the FM industry, whereas I hadn't felt I was really in that industry before I started the course. First it was kind of hard going back to studying, to writing all those essays again, to read books, because if you have, if you work 100%, you have relatively long days, you come home, you're tired, so everything is focused on the weekends where you actually study and do your thing. But you know it's 2 years where you do this, and now then you're done. And it was nice to meet like-minded people, to hear about their experience, and some of them are still my friends today, so that's actually great. And it was a good experience in terms of it really helped with my skills, and it broadened my horizon and my knowledge about the topic. So I thought it was really useful. All the teacher and professor, very approachable, great knowledge. The teaching is really good. I mean, you never feel bored. And I really enjoyed it. And yes, I really would recommend it to people in the FM profession to actually do it.
I met David Kincaid, Bev Nutt and Peter McClellan pre-2000. I'd always enjoyed allowing people to tour buildings that I was managing, and they said, well, why don't you consider the course? So I looked at the course and decided, okay, I'll do it part-time. It's quite onerous, quite difficult. Succeeded and ended up with a master's degree from UCL. It seemed to lead me then into more roles in tougher, more difficult buildings. I think the course forces you to think both abstract and both practically. It drives process because you have to deliver coursework, you have to deliver all your assignments, take part in group discussion, negotiation, classwork. The abstract part of the course in my mind is some of the questions are extremely difficult. Just to be able to answer the question sometimes is difficult, so it forces and provokes thought. It really makes you think and steers you in a direction that you have to do quite a lot of research to answer the question and to support your argument with a lot of evidence.